Tolbert is not starting. No, they just had Tiffany Tolbert as starting on this live stat thing, but she is not. A beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Kennesaw, Georgia. The Kennesaw State Owls facing off against the North Florida Ospreys. And today we have a terrific matchup. Jordan Griffith joined by Kaylee Manziel. 10-point win last night for North Florida, coming on the road to face the Owls, 73-63. Jazz Bond went off 25 points. Joshae Whitfield leading the way for the Owls with 15. Owls win the points in the paint and the turnover battle, but just not enough. A little too late. So, players to watch. Kaylee, tell me about Aaron Jones.
While Jazz Bond was the star of the show yesterday for the Ospreys, a key player to watch today is graduate guard Aaron Jones. Had 12 points, was runner-up in scoring for the Ospreys. As a graduate student, she has experience that adds versatile skill to the Ospreys. She's a 6'1" guard that gives length, scoring, and rebound to their skill set.
All right, and for Kennesaw State, let's talk about Jillian Piccolino.
For the home team, sophomore guard Jillian Piccolino is one to watch today. Off the bench, she contributed 11 points, 4 rebounds, and had a career high with 2 3-pointers yesterday. She also tied the game 56-56 with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to play, which helped switch the momentum of the game. Her off-bench points will be crucial to the Lady Owls today.
It's time for today's WellStar Health Tip of the Game. Don't stress eat when the game is on the line. When junk food is calling your name, you are your eyes to low-calorie, low-fat foods such as fruit, vegetables, and hummus. Go ahead and give it a try. Take charge of your health with WellStar. And we are about to tip off here in the Convocation Center. Kennesaw State in the black with the gold trim, and the Ospreys with the white and blue across the chest. Kaylee, we have a great matchup here today. Fresh 10 on the clock. And the tip won by the Ospreys. So far, moving the ball around. They're going to be looking to get it to Jazz Bond early on, and there it is, right there on the block. Let's see what she can do. Turn around, Jay, face up, hits it. Starts off 2-0.
The key thing for the Ospreys today will be to start strong and finish strong.
So starting 5 right now, you got Armani Johnson, Joshae Whitfield, Gabby Ledger, Yamani Paul, and Julia Rodriguez starting for the Kennesaw State Owls. Rodriguez starting in place of Brianna Hoover as a shot right at the top of the key off the mark for Joshae Whitfield.
Julia Rodriguez with her second start of the season, like you said, replacing Bree Hoover. Rodriguez is really good at going straight to the hole and penetrating, which is something the Owls will need today if they want to secure their first ASUN win.
Yeah, she has certainly been a spark plug coming off of the bench. Plays a little bit like a freshman, but she has been able to get some quality minutes. And a missed layup on the left side of the rim right there. Second chance on the way from Mackins. She hits the right corner 3.
Amani Johnson with the ball. Yesterday, she surpassed 300 career assists and 150 steals to make history for the Owls.
Right now, 5-0. The Ospreys with a very early lead. Getting an easy shot that time, Kaylee. They swing the ball to Rodriguez. She takes the mid-range jumper, step back from the ASUN logo. Taken in by Mackins. They're trying to push the pace. 3-on-2. Over to Knight. Shot fake. Mackins, another 3. Can she hit? No.
Notice how the fast break, whenever the Ospreys come down, they're going full force, full speed down the court to make the Owls go back and forth.
Yeah, Kaylee, what is the pace going to kind of be like for Kennesaw State, trying to slow them down?
I think yesterday in the first half we saw a lot of back and forth, and in the second half it slowed down a little bit. But a key going into today is momentum. One shot can change the entire momentum and the pace of the game. And yesterday's big key came from Jillian Piccolino with 4:41 to tie the game up.
And a turnover that time. Don't know if you want to call that on Johnson or Whitfield, just right through the wickets. Hits the scoreboard, coming back the other way for North Florida. North Florida looking to really get toward the top of the conference right now, standing at 4-1. Kennesaw State still at 0-5, has not been able to get a conference win, but you can just see it. The games are close. They're just right there, Kaylee.
And North Florida's trying to better their record on the road, too. Yesterday was their first win as an away game.
Aaron Jones almost throws that one away. Retta Moore with the ball. She had 17 points last night. 17 steals on the year, rather. And she hit the three-point dagger, like you were saying. And she hits another one, or throws up another one. Air ball miss as the shot clock expires. So 7:26 left in the first quarter early on. Still the Ospreys with a 5-0 lead.
The Owls will come back down with the ball and look towards the flex offense. Amani Johnson, again, is the playmaker for this team. If she can penetrate the inside and look for Joshua Whitfield for the open three, I think the Owls will have a very successful game today.
And you can see the zone put on by North Florida. They were able to break that in the second half last time, and Gabby Legister gets the close look. Misses too strong that time. Paul with the offensive rebound. Over to Whitfield. Rodriguez thought about the open look, decides against it.
And rebounds will be crucial today for the Owls. They out-rebounded North Florida 48-34 yesterday.
And Rodriguez hits the wing jumper. Long two, but it falls. Gets on the board. Knights trying to push the pace, picks up her dribble. Retta Moore drives hard toward the 10. Kicks out Mackins, third three of the day. Bounces everywhere else but the net.
It got a little wobbly there, but of course they look to Amani Johnson to grab the ball.
Paul, top of the key, three. Launches and hits. Ties the game at 5. 6:20 left in the first quarter of play. Kaylee, what did you see there?
Well, looking at Imani Paul, she's only had one three-pointer all year, so if she can keep that momentum going with the three-point shot to put some extra points on the board.
And Mackins just gets the easy lay-in the middle of the lane. No one there to really protect the rim. Takes the 2-point lead for the Ospreys.
Like you said, they've got this zone offense. Now, the Ospreys have a lot more height than the Owls, so the zone is a good defense for them to work against the flex.
Whitfield misses on the first attempt. Paul with the bad miss the second time around off the offensive board, but pushing the pace once again. Knights almost travels, hands it off. Aaron Jones, three. No good, and they are launching the ball from beyond the arc, are the Ospreys. Rodriguez on the other end. Euro step through the middle, stripped away. Fight for it on the ground. Jump ball ensues. Possession arrow is going to stay with the Owls.
One thing about the Owls is, no pun intended, they're really scrappy. If the ball's on the floor, they're going after it. You've got girls like Amani Johnson, Stacey Jones, who will do anything they can to get the ball in their hands.
Checking in, Emma Brorman. She had a very good game last time out, and she's going to be looking to repeat that. Really a force in the paint last time. 5:34 left in this first quarter, just a few minutes underway. 7-5, the Ospreys getting out and running early on, but Kennesaw State keeping pace. Nice entry pass down to Jones, takes the contact on the way up. No good. Loose ball falls out of bounds, coming back for North Florida.
Owls going into their press. They typically have a tendency to do this within the first quarter to try to put some pressure on the ball. We've got Aaron Jones coming down the court.
Nice backdoor find down to Retta Moore. Reverse lay-in on the right side of the rim, falls. 9-5, UNF on top with 5 minutes left in this first quarter of play. Great entry pass that time by UNF. Johnson finds Jones, the ASUN freshman of the week. Kicks back out. Johnson looking to create. Whitfield, stop and pop. Hits.
Whitfield's consistency is key for this Owls team. Yesterday was her 4th time leading in scoring, and she's really good at finding the open shot and passing to the player passing to the space instead of the player.
Almost taken away, but the risk does not pay off. Media timeout as Browerman caps off a little run there for UNF. So going into the first media timeout, UNF up 11-7.
You don't go to Kennesaw State just for a degree. You go to find your imagination. You go to find your spirit. You go to find your dedication. You go to find your wings. Find your wings at Kennesaw State University.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better. So we always put 166.7% into everything we do.
Technically, you can only give 100%.
Well, technically, we have a state-of-the-art mobile banking app, fee-free ATMs, and great customer service.
I stand corrected. 166.7% is possible.
This is banking, a Fifth Third better.
If there's one thing we all have in common in times like these, is the tendency to turn to people we know and trust.
More than 30 years ago, Superior Plumbing began serving Metro Atlantans with a simple but fundamental mission: to be the honest plumber. Today, more than ever, the folks at Superior Plumbing are helping families with their everyday plumbing needs. And rest assured, they'll continue to be diligent by following CDC guidelines as Atlanta looks forward to a season of rebuilding and hope.
And as always, you can trust Superior Plumbing.
If you're looking for a new gas company, team up with Georgia Natural Gas. For more than 20 years, more Georgians have trusted G&G for the fuel that heats their lives. G&G is a slam dunk with simple service and great rates. And with their Greener Life program, the easiest way to make a difference for the environment can be as simple as paying your gas bill. So whether you're looking for a low rate, moving to a new place, or want to join us in helping the environment, G&G can deliver. Sign up with a gas company you can count on at gng.com.
The world has changed, but your desire to live your healthiest life has not. From temperature checks to extra deep cleaning, your health and safety when you visit our offices, health parks, and hospitals remains our top priority. Our primary care and specialty medical experts are ready to see you through any health concern you may have. We are here for Georgia, and we are here for you. Wellstar, more than healthcare, people care.
And welcome back into the Convocation Center. 11-7 North Florida with the lead. Keys for Kaylee Mansell. What do we got?
For KSU, you've got to force the turnover. The home team yesterday won the turnover battle by forcing 21 turnovers and converting it to 22 points. On the offensive side, you've got to pop and penetrate. Make use of Amani Johnson's exceptional passing skills to drive to the hole and find players like Piccolino and Whitfield on the outside for the open three.
All right, and here we are back in action. Down to the post, Stacey Jones. She loves that hook shot, and she hits it.
Now, keys for North Florida, you got to continue with the fast break. They had more than 10 points yesterday to gain quick baskets and keep the Lady Owls on their toes. Also, they got to start strong and finish just as strong.
Absolutely, and North Florida pretty much did that last time out. And Matkins hits another three. That's her second of the game. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc now. 8 points already.
Yesterday, the Ospreys outscored KSU in the first quarter 20-12, but got outscored in the third quarter 19-14. That allowed them to keep it a close game. They got to come out of the locker room at halftime with the same eagerness as the start of the game.
Right now, 14-9. Legister takes the shot, misses the air ball. Foul on the loose ball. Will be on Piccolino coming back the other way. So 14-9, 3:20 left in this first quarter. And Kayla, you're absolutely right. It seems to be a recurring theme for the men's and women's team. Coming out in the third quarter or the second half, whatever you want to call it, and just getting off to a really bad start.
Absolutely. We tend to be more consistent in the second and third quarter as opposed to first and fourth. So even on the Lady Owl side of the ball, you got to start strong and finish just as strong.
And an offensive foul coming back the other way. Moving screen, it seems, on Marissa Matkins, a 5'8" junior from Durham, North Carolina. Right now, she has 8 points, 3 of 5, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, and she had 9 points all of last time.
The Ospreys looking to find points from people other than Jazz Bond. So Mackins is stepping up early on in this game to put some extra points on the board for the Lady Ospreys.
And Mackins not typically a starter, but with the COVID protocols, you don't know who's playing and who's not playing. And she averages about 30 minutes per game, typically off the bench, but that is a lot of minutes for a bench player. Here we are on the other end. Piccolino, right corner three. Tiptoes its way off the top of the board, out of bounds, coming back to North Florida. So 14-9, the Ospreys with a 5-point lead. About 3 minutes left here in this first quarter.
The key to the presser right here is you got to find the ball in the middle. There's always going to be an open spot in the middle.
And right there, as you were saying it, they find the middle, but a travel on Summer Evans. And we had to keep a total last time with travels. I think we got up to 13 travels last game.
Yes.
Unbelievable amount. But there's the first one of today. Let's see if we got to keep track again. There is Coach Derek Gibbs in his 5th season with the North Florida Ospreys, located in Jacksonville on the road here, looking to get to 5-1 on the year in conference play. Just a terrific all-around team. They play great defense and can score the ball with the best of them. The entry post down to Jones, just trying to get that down in the block, but so far nothing really too consistent.
On the wing here, you have Breland Snipes, who had a season high in points and rebounds yesterday.
She takes the three from the top, rattles out, brought in by Bond. Skip pass, almost taken away by Amani Johnson.
Who came out of nowhere.
Actually coming back for the Owls. No, it is not. They reversed that. There's Coach Khadijah Head for the KSU Owls. She is a interim head coach right now for Agnes Bironato, still on health leave right now. All in our thoughts and prayers. But Coach Head, okay. And Agnes Bironato actually here today at the game. A tremendous lady, if you have the chance to meet her, a just tremendous coach. Can do pretty much anything and everything at coaching. Wow, there it is, right there in the paint. Jazz Bond takes it right there at the rim. Just an open look there, Kaylee.
Yeah, she's really got some length that helps add to this Lady Ospreys team that gives them the advantage.
16-9, 1:30 left in the first quarter right now. Johnson on the left wing. They're looking to get the open shots. Nothing there, but Piccolino takes.
What I like about Julian Piccolino, she has a short memory. Even if she misses a 3-point shot, she'll put it right back because she has confidence in her shot.
She absolutely does. She took quite a few 3-pointers last time out, and she certainly will again. Allie Knights, hits her head on the court. Gets double teamed. They go for the steal. She falls backward. Kind of whiplash there, back of the head hitting the court. You can see right here the double team from Snipes and Whitfield. And wow, yeah, just the full contact with the hardwood there. That's as quiet as the gym can get. 1 minute left. 16-9, UNF with the lead still. Summit Evans drives right, fouled on the way for Whitfield. Coach Head doing her little skip up the sideline with a tough foul call.
One thing I've been noticing about Jazz Bond is she tends to do a pick and roll, which allows her to get the open layup behind the defense.
And there was Coach Agnes Bironato up there in the rafters, watching her KSU Owls fight, trying and get this first conference win. Bond from the left wing, rattles out, brought in by Whitfield. Under a minute left to play now. Johnson on the attack, runner. Too strong, Bond pushes the pace.
Double team.
Throws it to Moore as she drives left, and she moves her foot as well. Took 2 steps, tried to stop, gets the travel call, Kaylee.
Here we go again with the travels.
Was that 3? Is that 3? We need to make another count.
We might set a record in these past 2 games for travels called.
16-9, UNF with the lead, under 30 seconds left.
Might want to call the ESPN history book.
I tried to look it up yesterday, but I couldn't find it, so I guess no one really cares enough to keep track of it. Piccolino, left wing, 3, yes!
That is her shot right there.
10 seconds left. Knights pushes the ball up the court. 5 seconds left. Finds Brower in, blocked by Jones. 2 seconds left. Johnson, can she get it away? She does. Shorts.
That
going
had
into
me on
the
my toes.
the second quarter. The Owls with a little bit of a run, but North Florida still with the 16-12 lead. Stick around to find out how the second quarter starts.
All right, fans, watch the video board and see if you can correctly guess what year was it from today's clues.
Okay, I think my second half of the first quarter was much better than the first one.
Kennesaw State basketball on ESPN Plus is brought to you by Ed Voiles, Superior Plumbing, Wellstar Health System, Fifth Third Bank, and Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. All right, Kaylee, 16-12 lead for UNF. Fresh 10 on the clock, start of the second quarter. What do you want to see differently from the Owls?
The Owls got to put a stop to Bond in the post. Her length, undeniable, but they have to step up the defensive intensity because that is the ultimate strength of the Lady Owls, is their defense. So we need to see more of that going into the second quarter.
Absolutely. Just starting the second quarter. 3 on the way from Armani Johnson. Hits it home. Beautiful job by Armani Johnson getting off to a quick start. 3 points on the night right now.
Amani Johnson displaying why she was the former ASUN Conference Freshman of the Year.
Matkins takes the drive through the middle of the lane, fouled on the way up by Breland Snipes. And Snipes, one of those players that is starting to really come on later in the season. Just a few games ago, she came in for under a minute, got 4 fouls, trying to pick up the foul late in the game for the Owls. And then last time out, like you said, 7 points, 3 of 5, having a great game. But Matkins at the free throw line.
With senior Bree Hoover out, the Owls have had to have key players step up in order to fulfill her role, and you see that with Stacey Jones, Breland Snipes, and Julian Piccolino looking to make up for Bree Hoover's points. And there was the drive through the middle of the lane. A very good contest that time by Snipes, but just a little too much contact for the referee's comfort. 18-15, Piccolino, top of the key 3, bangs it home. Back to back. Beautiful job by Jillian Piccolino. The 3-ball hunter for Kennesaw State. Now that ties her season high for 3-pointers made in a game, so one more makes it a career high. There we go. Looking for history for Piccolino. Corner 3, Aaron Jones answers right back. Jones had 12 points last time out, and she's also
looking for some 3 balls. Hits the first one.
Aaron Jones, one of the main 3-point shooters on this Lady Ospreys team.
Piccolino, left corner. Answer back. Yes!
That makes her 3 for 5 on the night with 3 back-to-back-to-back crucial 3-pointers for this Owls team to tie it up.
This game is now tied at 21 apiece, 8:30 left. Just a minute and a half. Aaron Jones, is it a 3 contest? It is! Back-to-back-to-back-to-back. Wow.
How the Owls respond right here will say a lot about their momentum going into the last 8 minutes of this second quarter.
Kaylee, do you find Piccolino again?
Oh, absolutely. While she's hot, you got to keep it going, unless they put the double team on her.
And I would say Jones and Piccolino right now probably do need a double team. Snipes almost runs into Piccolino, a little friendly fire almost. 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
You've got Allie Knights playing off of Piccolino a little bit, giving her the space, saying, come on, put it in my face.
And that time kicked out of bounds by the Ospreys. And Snipes checking out, Rodriguez in. 24-21 off the answer for the second time in a row by Aaron Jones. They get a new shot clock. So Amani Johnson takes the contested 3, answers right back.
She said, let me get one too.
Wow.
Her second one of this game.
6 of 10 from beyond the arc are the Owls. Entry pass to Bond, double teamed, off the board, don't matter. Takes the lead right back, 26-24. UNF up, 7:30 left in the second quarter.
Earlier we were talking about the pace of the game. The pace of the game is fast right now. They're trying to get down the court, find the open shot, and get back to the other side.
Right, and this is UNF's game, but right now Kennesaw State obliging. Another 3 by Piccolino. Can you believe it? Piccolino hits her 4th 3 of the game already.
Like I said, it's all about the momentum. The momentum switch can be crucial to the game, and right now we've got it going back and forth to keep that high energy.
Piccolino, 12 points, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, and Coach Khadijah Head said she was impressed with Piccolino's performance last game. More than impressed now. Bond, double team, fouled. Amani Johnson went for the swipe through the double team. Bond goes to the line.
Piccolino leading this team with 12 points early on.
Okay, can you believe what's happening right now? This is such a tremendous game, especially starting off the second quarter.
And this is exactly what I wanted to see out of Piccolino. She was one of my players to watch before the game. I always enjoy watching her. She's got high energy, high spirit, and you can tell that this Owls team really respects her and what she does off the bench.
Absolutely. Bond hits the first. Bond, once again, one of those players that can do everything. She shoots 82% from the stripe. Has had 72 points over the last 3 games, hits the second one as well. 28-27, 6:50 left in this first half of play here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Piccolino, shot fakes through the middle, floater, short. That shot was heavily contested that time.
Bond is 22.8 points per game and is a contender for the ASUN Player of the Year.
Jones
already.
with the high arcing, skyscraping 3, falls yet again. Aaron Jones hits her 3rd 3 of the evening, already with 9 points. Bring it to 31-27. 6 minutes left now. Whitfield drives, too shallow, hits the underneath of the rim. More in the fast break. Looking for the open 3. Mackins deep. Board is open.
We might need to keep checking the record books to see how many 3s have been hit in this game between both teams.
Timeout taken, another media timeout, 6:01. An 8-0 run for North Florida in the last minute of this game. The score, 34-27, the Ospreys with the lead.
No one like you.
No place like this.
University
of North Florida.
most sandwich places, asking for more of something is just part of the drill. But what if you never had to ask for more? What if more was just a given? At Daly's, more is what our sandwiches are built on. More meat, more cheese, more veggies, more quality, more taste. All for a price that's anything but more. Made fresh, Daly's.
At ViStar, we believe in better. That means treating people better with the kind of friendly, personal service that's kept our members happy since 1952. A smile and personal greeting for everyone who comes into the branch. An online or phone chat for those quick questions. And a call center that's open 7 days a week. If you believe that great service is better, join ViStar. We never forget that it's your money.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
All right, back at the Convocation Center, 34-27 UNF winning in a slugfest, Kaylee.
Both teams are looking phenomenal from beyond the arc. 21 out of 27 points for KSU have been threes. And on the opposite side of the floor, the Ospreys are currently ranked 14th in the NCAA for three-pointers made with 107, and it's showing out here on this court today.
So it sounds, if you're an Owls fan, you do not want this team to trade three-pointers. But right now, they're happy to do so. 7 of 11 from beyond the arc. Once again, 34-27, under 6 minutes to play in this first half. Taken away. No, it's not. Back to Whitfield. Batted right back to her. They keep possession. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, though. Rodriguez, contested mid-range J, left corner. Rebound corralled, but falls out of bounds. North Florida last to touch, so the Owls will keep inbound baseline.
With Piccolino out and Legister back in, the Owls are going to look to the paint for more points in the next 5 minutes.
They might have to. This is a crazy pace for both of these teams on the three-point line. Almost thrown away that time. Whitfield in the middle of the lane, off the board, rattles home. Off of Gabby Legister's noggin on the way up. No delay of game.
And Whitfield's skill set is so diverse. She can rebound, she can go to the hole, she can take the outside shot on the three, and she's really good at finding the open space to look to pass to the space inside of the player.
Yeah, speaking of Whitfield, she had 12 points last time out, 5 of 11 from the field. Like you said, she can really score it from anywhere on the court. Harden turns around, misses short. 34-29. Johnson, dribble drive to Legister, takes the contact and one.
With the and one.
The hoop and the harm. Gets the extra. Here's the replay. You can see Johnson driving down.
And that's what I'm talking about with the pop, with the penetrate and pop. It doesn't have to always go to the outside, but if you penetrate the hole, then you're going to find somebody in the open space.
Beautiful job that time by Johnson and Legister working together. 34-32, 2-point lead for UNF. Under 5 left to play in the second quarter. Jones tries to cross up Legister, almost does. Mackins moving, 3, air ball.
And with Bond out of the game right now, the Owls really need to put some points on the board for whenever she does come back in, because she's the best player on this Ospreys team.
And just thrown away that time. Kaylee, so what's the pace kind of looking like for the Owls and for North Florida?
You know, after the media timeout, the pace of the game has kind of slowed down a little bit. We've seen a couple more turnovers in the last couple of minutes. I think it's going to take one play to change the momentum of this game for the rest of the second quarter.
Speaking of turnovers, a lot of turnovers last time as Allie Knights drives through the middle, misses it off the front iron. Paul trying to push the pace once again. Feed down the Paul from Johnson. Misses again underneath the rim. Charge right there on the block. Paul with the right-handed layup, but a charge call that time. Were her feet, let's look at her feet there on the restricted zone. Probably a good call. That's I would say probably a good call. What do you think, Kayla?
I think so too. As a former basketball player, taking the charge is a lot harder than one thing.
Yes.
It's a little bit scary, especially if the girl's a lot bigger than you. But I think that's something that we saw a lot yesterday too, was more charges being taken.
Yes, and once again, college basketball referees, they love the charge call. They get into it. Knight misses deep three time that time. Allie Knight's from Geelong, Australia.
And the charge call seems to get the audience pretty hyped too.
Oh, absolutely. The feed down Leicester fouled that time on the floor. Called out on Aaron Jones. Jones having a tremendous offensive game. 3 of 4, all from beyond the arc, 9 points in her 14 minutes of play.
And she's adding 4 assists as well.
If you are just now tuning in, you have missed a 3-point contest. 7 of 11 for the Owls and 6 of 10 for the Ospreys. Leicester takes the double team shot, missed off the air ball. Jones fade away, short-armed it. Loses the shoe. Aaron Jones on the opposite end. Mackins moving 3, no. Shot fake, drives, picks up her dribble.
Jones lost the shoe, but she was still full sprint up this court. I'm not entirely sure that her shoe is completely on right now.
I don't think so either. Allie Knights misses her second 3 in a row.
The Owls once again with the rebound. Their rebound game has been really strong these last 2 games.
Whitfield takes the contact off the dribble, move through the middle of the lane. Another foul on Aaron Jones. That's 2 quick ones within the last 45 seconds. North Florida not able to get anything on the board in the last 3 minutes. 0 of 5 of their last field goals.
Now going back to talk about rebounds. Yesterday KSU did out-rebound North Florida 48-34, so that will also be a crucial point going into the second half.
Yes, and Kennesaw State actually one of the best rebounding teams in the nation. 6th in the nation, not in the ASUN, in the nation in offensive rebounds. And they average about 49 rebounds per game, or excuse me, 42.9 rebounds per game. I oversold them just a little bit there. But a tremendous rebounding team, especially given the lack of size.
Exactly. Even though we have a lack of height, like I said, we're a scrappy team. We're always going to go after that ball. There's always hands up when the ball is shot on the offensive and defensive side.
And do you know a lane violation when you see it? Right there. She gets the opportunity for a second one. 33-34. Now tied at 34.
There we go.
3 minutes left. She gets the opportunity for a second one. Lane violations. Don't see those too often, Kaylee.
And you got the Owls tying it up early on. Like I said yesterday, they didn't tie the game up until 4 minutes and 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So today they're being a little bit more consistent and maintaining the same pace as the Ospreys.
It seems to be that every time the Ospreys get on a run, they have an answer. And that certainly didn't happen last time out.
And they're finding different players to respond. There's not one girl on the court right now that's absolutely showing everybody out. Everybody has a role on this team.
Foul that time on the floor. I didn't get to see who they called that one on, but Mackins gets obliterated through the lane. Piccolino getting that foul call. Way to stick in there with the screen.
And you see they've got the double teamed on Bond down here in the post.
Yeah, you certainly do not want to give her a face-up opportunity. 34 apiece, under 3 left to play. Foul. Once again, the double entry, or excuse me, the double team on the entry pass. Leicester and Piccolino both down there.
And I mean, at this point, there's not really much you can do. She's got the wingspan of what looks like Michael Jordan out there on the court. I mean, I feel like I can practically high-five her from here.
Good, very good point. Standing at 6'4", the redshirt senior, just one of the best players in the conference, there's no doubt about it. Once again, 25 points last time out, 9 rebounds, leads the team in points and blocks, averages about 18 points per game, 24 blocks on the season. And she misses the first one.
And she's just as exceptional inside the arc as she is outside the arc.
Yes. Also on the all-academic team as well. Rattles the second one home to take the 1-point lead. 2:40 left in this first half. The Owls on the hunt now. Entry pass down to Jones, taken away by Mackins. Behind the back dribble move, Magic Johnson would be proud. Hand off to Bond. Drives hard through the lane. Misses off the backboard. And what do you know? Johnson pushes the pace, snipes, open court, picks up her dribble. Johnson looking to create. Feed down the Leicester. She's double teamed. Misses the first one. She ends up on the floor, knocked out of bounds, coming back for the Ospreys.
And as we go to the opposite side of the floor, Owls are down by 1. You got to maintain the exact same pace as the Ospreys in order to keep the game close going into halftime or to take the lead.
Yeah, and a big part about this is conditioning. Both these teams just played yesterday, a very fast-paced game, as you were saying, and doesn't seem to be any different so far here tonight.
And you can tell that both teams have speed.
Yes.
When they're running up and down the court, I can hardly keep up.
Mackins doesn't get the three-point attempt anyway with the foul off the pick from Jazz Bond. Oh, actually, make that Emma Browerman. Right there, the moving screen, I believe, at the top of the key. Mackins got the three-point attempt, but nothing there. Mackins, though, 13 points in the first half. She had 9 points all of last game. So she is certainly the hot hand right now. Johnson, right corner, 3, open. Swishes it home.
And that's her third one of the night.
Talk about a hot shooting team, 8 of 12. The Owls are from behind the arc. Johnson gets her 9th point of the evening. 1:25 left. The Owls now with a 2-point lead.
24 of the 37 points for the Owls coming from beyond the arc.
Mackins too strong. Whitfield brings it up. Under a minute left to play now. Whitfield left-handed scoop and score.
She made that look easy.
On the other end, Moore misses it.
Ospreys respond with the fast break, and here we come again. Pace has changed.
3-on-2 knocked out of bounds by Mackins. She was trying to feed Snipes on the left side. Mackins with the high IQ play there, Kaylee. 56 seconds left in this first half of basketball. The Owls now with a 4-point lead. Certainly the largest lead and the only lead that they've had here this evening. Jones, right elbow, feeds Johnson. No, back down to Legister. They're just trying to get a quick shot off, and they do. Johnson, can she hit her 4th? Yes! 4 of 4, Armani Johnson from beyond the arc. 12th point of the night.
And just like Josh Whitfield, Amani Johnson, diverse across the board, can do practically anything. Even with her size, she's always going for the rebound too. She is the playmaker of this Owls team.
Mackins rejected at the rim. Bond, top of the key. 3, yes, she answers right back. She caps an 8-0 run over the last minute and a half the Owls had. 9 seconds left in the first half. Jones feeds down baseline, picks up her dribble, knocked out of bounds by Mackins. They keep the Owls trying to get another bucket in the last 4 seconds.
They can get this bucket going into the half. They have that little locker room talk, and I think they'll have a lot of eagerness coming out of this game to want to be able to keep the lead instead of having to go back and forth.
Yes, they're certainly going to have to look to see what kind of start they get out to, just like you were talking out before the keys of the game. Right there, Bond takes that one away. Knights feeds, more, miss. Going into the locker room, a game of runs. The Owls take the lead, 42-38, going into the locker room. Just have a great run there at the end of the quarter. 42-38, the Owls with the lead. Stick with it to see how this game ends.
We've been busy at Kennesaw State University, getting ready for our Owl Nation to return to campus. The health and safety of our entire community is of the utmost importance. And as our community comes back together, it is critical that we all play an important role in ensuring the health and safety of all owls. One of the first things you will notice is increased signage all over our campuses, reminding us to be safe. All students, faculty, staff, and visitors will be required by the University System of Georgia to wear an appropriate face covering while inside campus facilities and buildings to protect yourself and others. Some locations, like university stores, the market, Talon One, Talon Express, and university dining, will be limiting occupancy based on current state and CDC guidelines. Please try to social distance at all times. Nice work. Retail locations will provide contactless payment options and will have plexiglass partitions at the cash registers to provide another layer of safety. Please wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds. You can sing happy birthday to yourself twice to make sure you're doing it properly. And hand sanitizer stations can be found throughout campus, so sanitize your hands frequently. Cleaning protocols have been enhanced in compliance with CDC and the Georgia Department of Health, and cleaning frequency will increase throughout the day with special focus on high-touch areas. And Scrappy and his classmates will all be wearing masks. Additionally, in our dining areas, seating configurations ensure 6 feet of distancing between tables. We've expanded the Grubhub pickup area, and buffets have been replaced with contactless dining options. Safety protocols apply to the Big Owl bus, too. Visual reminders to social distance are at all bus stops. Masks must be worn by all drivers and passengers. Bus capacity may be limited, so please leave plenty of time to get to classes. And we'll be cleaning buses throughout the day, with increased focus on high-touch areas. In the residence halls, safety signage is prominently displayed, and common areas will be cleaned frequently. We've installed plexiglass partitions in all reception areas, and we're increasing virtual and small-scale programming to prioritize social distancing. And remember, if you are sick and not feeling well, please stay home. You can call the KSU COVID-19 Health Helpline with questions about symptoms and treatment. We look forward to welcoming everyone back this fall. Let's all do our part to support a safe and healthy Owl Nation.
Katie, take one marker.
I always thought that film people were scary. I thought that this was a really scary industry and that it was so, dog eat dog, and it was, you're gonna get squashed like a bug. That's not really the case, at least with me. Since I was in the Atlanta metro area, I got to link up with things like Georgia Film Academy and through my college at Kennesaw State to discover that I can make a career out of, art. And I work in the film industry now. I am happily working in set deck and props. Basically everything that you see that the actors are touching, those will be your props. Everything else, the decoration, the dressing, that's set deck. And I don't think I ever knew I would get to this point, but I definitely am living the dream, and it's something I've always wanted to do. It's been a wild ride, but I love it.
Welcome back here into beautiful Kennesaw, Georgia. Jordan Griffith joined by Kaylee Mansell. 42-38, the Kennesaw State Owls lead. Early on in this ball game, the story so far has been the three ball. 19 of 13 from beyond the arc have been the Owls, and for the Ospreys, 7 of 14. So both these teams launching the rock, Kaylee.
Amani Johnson, 4 for 4 on the night for 3-point field goals. And then you've got Julian Piccolino on the other hand, who's collected 4 threes herself. And on the other side of the court, North Florida proving they're just as good at the three-point shot. I mean, it's just back and forth. They look like they're playing a game of sevens out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I could even hit this many in just a shoot-around, let alone 9 for the Owls. Once again, 7 for the Ospreys. 42-38, a very high-scoring game early on. You have some highlights right here. Aaron Jones, not the only Aaron Jones playing today, and she's hitting all of her shots. Jazz Bond, once again, there hits the top of the key 3. So we have a ton of stats to get to for the ASUN matchup here this Sunday afternoon. The Ospreys, 43% from the field, 50% from beyond the arc. Kennesaw State, anything you can do, I can do better. 69.2% from beyond the arc, winning the rebounding battle. Kaylee, what sticks out to you?
Once again, obviously, like you said, three-point shot is the huge key in this game. But one part of the Owls game that they're consistent on is their rebounds. We mentioned they're 6th in the NCAA for rebounds. They've got to continue to rebound the ball on the offensive side in order to get quick extra points before they go back down to the defensive side.
And right now, only 5 turnovers for the Owls, 4 turnovers for the Ospreys. That is actually very impressive considering last time out. They had 21 turnovers, did the Ospreys, and 16 for the Owls. So on pretty good pace there.
Yes, like you said, a big adjustment from last game. And I think that has to do a lot with the pace of the game. This game has been a lot quicker than yesterday's, going back and forth down the court. And like you said, we saw the travel a lot yesterday. We haven't seen it as much today, so that's also helped with the fast pace of the game.
And those are your first half stats brought to you by Superior Plumbing. Once again, here in Kennesaw, Georgia, we have a fantastic matchup for you, 42-38. The Owls with the 4-point lead. Adidas is the official apparel of Kennesaw State Athletics. And while you're at it, Coke is the official beverage of Kennesaw State Athletics. Be sure to grab yourself a Coke and enjoy the game. Kaylee, 42-38, starting the second half of play. What do the Ospreys need to do to get back in the lead?
You've really got to look to Bond in the post. Like I said, her strength is she's 6'4". She tops everybody on this KSU team and has length like I've never seen before. So they really got to find her in the post, because when she's in the post and she gets that open shot, it always goes in. But what's interesting going into the second half is the stakes for both teams. KSU looking to secure their first conference win against the Ospreys, who lead the ASUN right now, and it would be their first win against North Florida since February of 2017. Now, for the Ospreys on the other side of the court, a win today would actually make history for them, considering it would tie their overall record with KSU, and it would keep them at the top of the ASUN.
Yeah, North Florida looking to keep the good spirits rolling. Tremendous facts right there. A lot on the line for both of these teams, and once again, the Owls just fighting to get that first conference win. We know Coach Head is inspired by this team. They're right there. They're so close. So let's see if they can hold on to this lead. Like you said, keys to the game. Early on, let's see how this run is going to start off for the Ospreys.
Like I said, for the Ospreys, they got to start and finish strong, including the start of the second half.
Allie Knights, right wing three, just rattles out, hits about everything but the nylon. And on the other end, Amani Johnson, she had a tremendous first half, 12 points, 4 of 4, perfect from beyond the arc. Almost thought about trying a fifth. Bond hits the floor, down on both knees, gets right back up though. Whitfield, the moving J, Rodriguez with the offensive putback, blocked by Bond, and those long arms coming in handy. On the other end, Mackin, swing over to Knight. Jones for three, hits it. Aaron Jones with her 12th point of the night, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc, and this three-point contest just continues, Kaylee.
And with Jones' shot, her arch is really high when she shoots.
Absolutely.
It goes right inside the net, and you can see the ball from here.
Almost hits the speakers right there at the top of the Convocation Center.
And keeps that hand up to show that she lets the ball roll off her fingers.
The old gooseneck, they like to call it. Whitfield, air ball three, just not enough jump in that shot. 42-41, 8:38 left, just a minute and a half underway in this second half of play. Owls with the narrow 1-point lead.
And the Owls will return back to the press. Like I said, key for the Ospreys, get the ball to the middle and avoid the turnover.
Get the ball to the middle. That is what they are good at. They like to push the ball. As you can see right there, Retta Moore driving, picks up her dribble, almost travels but doesn't. Over to Mackins, left corner three, short. Fight for the offensive board. Bond beats her out in the foot race. Nice skip pass down right underneath the 10 to open. Retta Moore, the minutes leader for the Ospreys.
Pass.
Just enough touch on that ball. 43-42 now as the Ospreys take the lead back. 8 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Looking to find Legister down in the post, but they are unable to get a clean look. So Johnson drives, runner, air ball too strong. Legister put back, second time around, misses a bunny. Rodriguez, can she do it? Blocked by Bond. Retta Moore finally gets the ball, and the chaos is no longer.
The positive on that side, the offensive rebound. The downside, you've got to have a putback.
Jazz Bond hits the three in transition, and the first media timeout comes just a minute, 2 minutes and a half into the third quarter. Bond hits another three. 46-42, 7:30 left in this third quarter. The Ospreys getting off to a quick start in the second half of play. Welcome back into the Convocation Center here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Jordan Griffith joined by Kaylee Manziel. 7:30 left in this third quarter. UNF up 46-42. And if you have just tuned in, a run in the third quarter, no surprise. Yet again, it seems to be the thorn in the side of this Owls team. Left corner three, Yamani Paul. Almost gets the friendly roll that time. Not quite enough.
Both teams looking to spark the three-point game early on.
One-on-one opportunity, Jazz Bond. Too easy for the all-conference selection. 7 minutes left, 48-42. North Florida, with the lead. Johnson thought about the three-point attempt. Kaylee, what do the Owls have to do on offense right now to get back on the board?
Like I said, biggest thing, pop and penetrate. We're hot on the three right now, so if we can go to the hole and get somebody's other defense player to come in, we can find that open shot to maintain our three-point game that has been so successful for the Owls.
And Amani Johnson was shooting the ball before she even got the rock, resulting in the turnover. Still a 6-point lead for the Ospreys. 6:40 left in the third quarter of play. A tremendous offensive first half. So far, a little tougher on the offensive end for the Owls in the third quarter. But just a few minutes underway. Retta Moore drives, kicks out to Knights. Ball was tipped, seemed to be a travel, or so the Owls think, as Bond hits the ASUN logo jumper.
I mean, the shot is just automatic.
It is. 50-42 now. Jones kicks out to Whitfield. She drives through the heart of the lane. Too much arc on the miss. Legislature gets fouled on the floor.
Another key thing for the Owls in terms of offense, like I said, we're really good about getting the offensive rebounds, but when we put it back up, we've got to get that second shot.
Monty Johnson with the baseline inbound. And that foul was on Mackins, her second personal of the evening. 6 minutes left, 50-42, the Ospreys with the 8-point lead. Piccolino, she had the hot hand in the first half. Can she hit? No, decides against it. You could see it in her eye. She wanted that shot. Johnson, a bounce pass, kind of got caught in between, but a wide open opportunity for Stacey Jones. Where did everybody go that time?
Stacey Jones, the ASUN Freshman of the Week, proving why she has that title to her name.
Aaron Jones on the other end. Kicks it back out. Jones wants a three. She has hit a few already, 4 of 5 to be exact. Foul on the floor. So staying home, call that on Stacey Jones. Jones had 8 points last time, had a great first half, then kind of faded away. 4 of 13 from the field, 5 rebounds, and only 14 minutes of play. But she probably wants to shoot the ball a little bit better here, Kaylee.
She's got 4 points and 4 rebounds today. If she can make up for it in terms of rebounds, then points is all right, but we need her to get the boards.
Face-up opportunity for Jazz Bond, but they just rotate the ball too fast. A missed shot by Mackins that time. Whitfield on the other end. Bunny through the middle, too strong. Rebounded by Jones. Moore, moving shot.
With the and one.
Takes a 50-44 lead. 52-44, 4:54 left in this third quarter. The Ospreys with the large lead, trying to extend it.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better with Fifth Third free checking.
Oh, we got free checking too. Just jump through this hoop. Really? There you go. Huh?
Nobody should have to jump through hoops for their money.
Wait, just a few more hoops. Oh, there we are.
Okay, that's good.
Really?
That's why we have no monthly service fees, no balance requirements, and no hoops.
No hoops is way better.
This is banking. I fit third better.
You don't go to Kennesaw State just for a degree. You go to find your element. You go to find your rhythm. You go to find your community. You go to find your wings. Find your wings at Kennesaw State University.
If you're looking for a new gas company, team up with Georgia Natural Gas. For more than 20 years, more Georgians have trusted GNG for the fuel that heats their lives. GNG is a slam dunk with simple service and great rates. And with their Greener Life program, the easiest way to make a difference for the environment can be as simple as paying your gas bill. So whether you're looking for a low rate, moving to a new place, or want to join us in helping the environment, GNG can deliver. Sign up with a gas company you can count on at gng.com.
Championship action is when the ASUN is at its finest. That's why you'll want to visit asunphotos.com. ASUN Photos is present at every ASUN championship, capturing the action, including those must-have shots that you may have missed or want to save for a memory. We understand your passion, so when you want to relive those favorite moments, players, and special memories, start with the experts from asunphotos.com.
Back here in Kennesaw, Georgia, the Ospreys take a commanding 52-44 lead. Kaylee, what are you seeing to start off this third quarter of
The
play?
Ospreys coming in hot right out of halftime. They've made 5 of their last 6 field goals. Consistency is key for them right now.
Retta Moore misses the extra opportunity rather. Amani John's just pushing the ball straight up the court. Snipes. Misses the bunny right at the rim, but Legister cleans it up.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Gabby Legister's main role on this team is to get the boards and put them back up.
And she does so at a tremendous clip. 12 rebounds last time out, foul on the floor. Legister 6 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 12 rebounds and a block. Just yesterday, one of the most important players to keep out on the court, especially if she can stay out of foul trouble.
Like you said, she had 12 rebounds yesterday, which tied her season high. And she's supporting 5 rebounds today.
Allie Knight throws up the reverse layup, rebounded by Piccolino as she is fouled. Allie Knight just threw it up, kind of stood stationary because she didn't know where the ball went. And then Piccolino kind of runs her over. You can see right there. Just standing right there as Piccolino trying to get up the court. Coming back the other way, 52-46. The Ospreys with the lead right now, 4:18 left in the third quarter of play.
The Owls slowing down the pace a little bit for the game.
Legister finds a cutting Snipes, but taken away. Retta Moore. She crosses the timeline, no one home, over to Matkins, right corner 3. High arc. Missed shots. Bond with the offensive board. The floater from the left side falls.
You see her arms just go right over her top. Nobody can reach her fingertips.
54-46 now. Down to Jones. She's double teamed. Tried to find Legister, but also kind of a shot attempt at the same time. She's going to get 2 shots at the free throw line. Stacey Jones, the freshman from Kathleen, Georgia, standing at 6'1".
Has been an important role player for this team. One thing I like about the Owls is they're off the bench players.
Yes.
Come in, stand out, show up every single time. It may not be consistent into which one, but you've got girls like Piccolino, Jones, and Snipes who have really been stepping up, like I said, to fill that role with Bree Hoover gone.
And 26 points off the bench last time out for the Owls. They may not have a whole lot of players suited up. They only have 11 on the roster, and I believe only 9 have been able to suit up due to injury and COVID concerns. Stacey Jones takes that one away. 3-on-2 opportunity, brings it back out. But their depth, like you were saying, is one of a kind. And 26 points off the bench once again.
Having less players isn't necessarily a bad thing because that helps you build teammate chemistry,
right,
which is crucial to the court.
So 54-48. The Owls in the deficit, 3 minutes left in the third quarter of play. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. She's fouled as she drives baseline. Allie Knights picks that one up. Allie Knights from Geelong, Australia. She played for the Geelong Supercats. Down there, down under, I might say. 3:09 left in this ball game.
Gets a lot of playing time for a freshman, too.
She does. They have two players from Australia. Summit Evans also one of those. Monty Johnson, wow, 5 of 5 from 3.
Now the Owls have cut their deficit to 3 points to keep it a close game.
As you said, 54-51. Through the middle of the lane, Allie Knights fouled. 2 shots on the way for the freshman. And she picks herself up just a little gingerly. She's hit the floor about 3 times in the second half of play.
She'll head to the free throw line, which she shoots 40% from.
Not the best free throw shooter on the team, but like you said, a lot of minutes for a freshman. 22.4, 3.6 points per game, hits the first. Doesn't shoot the ball tremendous from the field, but once again, as a freshman playing this many minutes, getting that much production has to help the Ospreys.
As a freshman, the biggest thing you can do is play your role. And from what I can tell, her role on this team is to go to the hole, find the pass, go after the loose balls, do all the scrappy work.
Right, and scrappy work, I like the pun yet again. We keep using that word for the Owls. But another thing about the freshmen, it just seems to be about improvement from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. How much can you improve? And I think the Derek Gibbs leading the Ospreys is going to be happy with Allie Knights. 56-51, the skip pass on the opposite corner down to Johnson. Through the middle, hook shot through the lane, and one opportunity. Stacey Jones.
And the Owls are hype.
56-53 now off the foul. Emma Broerman fouls Jones through the middle of the lane. She loves the hook shot through the middle, and she gets it, the roll.
That is her go-to post move.
Misses the extra. So still a 3-point deficit, 2:20 left in the third. Knights picks up her dribble. Right now the Ospreys looking for an answer. Mackins, can she get it? Barely grazes the rim.
She was about 5 feet from beyond the arc for that one. One step up and that would have been in.
Johnson tries to feed Jones down in the post, but Moore in the open court. Crosses up Legister right behind her. Foul. No, that's going to be out of bounds. Blocked. Staying with the Ospreys.
Got another head hit in the floor. Whole gym just goes quiet.
Just crazy. She just flies out of bounds, as you see right there. It's so much acceleration. It's so hard to stop your momentum, especially when you're getting pushed that same direction. 1:59 in the third, 56-53. North Florida still with the 3-point lead, but the Owls, 3 of their last 3 from the field. Knights. Quick shot, Aaron Jones hits.
Yet again, Jones has 12 points tonight. She was my key player for the game. She now leads the team in points with 14.
As you said, 5 of 6 from the field, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. In her 23 minutes of play, the senior really putting in some work. The grad senior. Then Stacey Jones in the post yet again. Her favorite right hook. Taken away, open court. Amani Johnson tiptoes her way on the sideline.
Now we've got a
Snipes, 2-on-1. Euro step. Short. Jones, offensive putback. Second time, and one opportunity.
And you can see the excitement all over Stacey Jones' face right now. That's 6 back-to-back-to-back points for her. She can make it 7 right here with this free throw.
Stacey Jones playing like a veteran. 1-point deficit. She has the chance to go tie this game for the second time tonight. She cannot, misses another one, but Snipes gets the offensive board. Piccolino, top of the key, drives, throws up an errant left-handed shot. She falls to the floor. Bounce pass taken away by Snipes, or is it? Fight for it on the floor. And the wrestling match is resulting in a jump ball coming the other way. The Owls take over.
Purely looking like a dog pile out there. They all hopped on that one. With a game this close, that's all you can do.
1:09 left in this third quarter, but Kaylee, doesn't it feel like the fourth?
Oh, absolutely. This whole game has felt like the fourth quarter. I'm on my toes the whole game, anxious, excited to see what both teams can do.
A rambunctious crowd in the best way possible for the Owls here in the Convocation Center. Under a minute left to play in the third. 1 point deficit for the Owls. Can they take the lead? But a travel will hinder that on this possession. The Ospreys take. The Owls 5 of their last 7. Kaylee, what are you seeing on the offensive stretch for the Owls?
Well, I'm seeing they're trying to switch it up a little bit more. They've really changed the pace these last couple minutes. They're looking to the post more as opposed to the three-point shot. With Stacey Jones down there, they're trying to continue to give her the ball because she's hot right now.
And Aaron Jones had to come in and help on the full court press. They almost didn't get the ball in time. 42 seconds left. Retta Moore kicks out to Jazz Bond. Right corner three. Too strong. Brought in by Stacey Jones. 34 seconds left. About 12 seconds between the shot and game clock. 1 point deficit for the Owls. 30 seconds left now. What can they get before the fourth quarter?
The key is to not rush the game right here. Take all the time you need on the clock because that gives the Ospreys less time to score.
Skip pass, Piccolino bangs it home. Piccolino gives the Owls a 2-point lead, 60-58.
And that makes her 5 for 7 from beyond the arc.
5 seconds left. Mackins up top. She's at the logo. Drives right. Step back. Doesn't get the shot off in time. Piccolino tying her career high with 15 points going into the fourth quarter. Can she get a new career high? Can the Owls hold on with a narrow 2-point lead going into the fourth quarter? So, going into the last quarter of play, 60-58. Stick around to find out how it ends. And welcome back here into the Convocation Center. Your Ticket Smarter play of the game. What happens here, Kaylee?
Stacey Jones with her first and one of the game. Like I said, first. She's had 2 in this game, and really the Owls looked to her a lot towards the end of the third quarter to get points inside the paint.
Starting the fourth quarter of play, 60-58. And a correction going into the break. Piccolino's career is actually, her career high is actually 25, but her career high for make threes is 5, and she is 5 of 7 right now, tied. And a foul there on Jazz Bond was fouled going up. Breland Snipes will pick up the personal foul.
One thing to look forward to going into this fourth quarter is the Kennesaw State Owls are actually 1 3-pointer away from tying their single game record and 2 away from breaking it.
Let's see if they can do that. Piccolino and Johnson with 15 apiece. They have both accounted for half of Kennesaw State's points. 30 points between those two players here today. And Piccolino, you couldn't have picked a better player to watch for this game. Bond hits home both.
Ties it back up.
60-60. 9:40 left in this fourth quarter of play. The Owls have just fought from beyond the arc. Jones, face-up opportunity. Too strong. Bond with the rip. Jazz Bond kind of being held in check so far on the boards. Browerman on the opposite end. Fast break opportunity. Doesn't get it.
Piccolino with the rebound, and the Owls will look to take the lead back again.
Piccolino, contested three, top of the key, short. Fight for the offensive board. Coming toward the Ospreys' way. Breland Snipes, I think, had somewhat of the possession as she was falling out of bounds. A pile of bodies once again underneath the 10.
Just an unfortunate situation for both teams.
And there's the replay. Yeah, you can see Snipes dribbling the ball out of bounds, tripping over just about everybody underneath.
We are all tied up with 9 minutes left to go.
Aaron Jones hits that one to Browerman. Spins to the left side. Too strong. Didn't even touch the rim. 3-on-2. Johnson over to Snipes. Contested left-handed lay-in good. The Owls take the lead back from the Ospreys, 62-60. 8:45 left in this fourth quarter of play.
How will the Ospreys respond?
Kayla, how is the pace being set by the Owls in this fourth quarter so far?
Now, the start of this fourth quarter has been quick. Both teams have been putting up quick points, just like this one we have here.
And nobody home. A missed assignment underneath the rim. Browerman gets the easy left-handed lay-in. Another media timeout. All tied at 62. 8:26 left in this fourth quarter of play. Stick around to find how this game ends. And we are back here in the Convocation Center in Kennesaw, Georgia, Jordan Griffith, joined by Kaylee Manziel, 62 apiece. The band back in the house. The second game only this year the band has actually been in Kennesaw for a basketball game. So we are very happy to have them. 62 apiece, 8:17 left in this fourth quarter of play. Kaylee, what a nail biter we've had. Johnson underneath the rim, misses. Legister doesn't get the putback. Foul on the floor. Mack is just trying to bring it up. Piccolino with the foul.
Jordan, before we broke off for the media timeout, we were talking about the pace of the game. And after I thought about it, when the game is tied up, you want to have a fast pace because you're trying to put quick points on the board as much as possible. That way you can extend your lead. You don't want it to be slow paced because you're trying to take that lead.
Absolutely. And right now, Amani Johnson looking to get a double-double. 15 points. She has 9 assists. She just broke 300 assists, second all-time in KSU's history. As Jazz Bond Euro steps through the heart of the lane, fakes out 2 defenders, splits them to take the 2-point lead. 7:50 left in this contest.
With her 9 assists today, that makes her 18 away from beating the KSU record.
There we go. More than likely to break that within the next few games. Amani Johnson, also 150 steals. She's 8th all-time in KSU's history as well. Legister through the middle of the lane again with the nice spin. Fouled on her way up. She will get 2 shots.
Johnson still has an entire year. She's only a junior. She's got a whole nother year to continue breaking these records.
It sounds like we're talking about her as a redshirt senior, but yet she is just a junior and already breaking all sorts of Kennesaw State records. Gabby Legister here at the stripe. She has had a very good game. 5 points, 2 of 8 from the field, along with 7 rebounds. That's exactly her role on this team, Kaylee.
She's a consistent leader in rebounds for this team alongside of Stacey Jones.
She's also just a sophomore. This is still a very young team. Only 1 senior on the squad, and that is Brianna Hoover, who might be out for the rest of the season. We will see. Believed to be a high ankle sprain, but she is not available for today's game. Also a DNP yesterday. Legister hits the second one. 64-63, the Ospreys. 1-point lead, 7:20 left in this fourth quarter. If you are just now tuning in, it has been an offensive clinic in the first half, defensive here in the second. Missed 3 opportunity for the Ospreys. They fight for it on the ground. Out of bounds, staying with North Florida.
We've been seeing a lot of that this game. Girls on the ground.
You're gonna get some burns, some court burns on the floor. There's the replay. Snipes fighting for it with Summa Evans.
And we're going to see a lot of that within the next 7 minutes because these teams are eager to get the ball in their hands.
And you can see Snipes there, not pleased with the fact that she touched it last. And I believe a reset of the clock here. 7:09 left in the fourth. Still a 1-point lead for the Ospreys. The entry pass down the Bond. She decides not to do the face-up opportunity, which she usually has been doing this game. Jones finds more. Ooh, she crosses away Amani Johnson, but misses the wide open layup. Second time, no good. Third time, maybe. And 1 opportunity. Emma Browerman, the sophomore from Hamilton, Ohio, is gonna get the extra shot to get this to a 4-point lead.
Like I said, it all goes back to momentum. And right now, the Ospreys have the momentum of the game. The key for KSU right now is to not let them break away with that lead, but to keep it close.
You can see right there on the replay, just a lot of spectators for the Owls, and Browerman was the only player who was willing to go get that offensive board. And she misses the first one off the front iron, 71% from the field, or excuse me, from the stripe. And she misses the extra, 66-63. Under 7 left to play in the final quarter.
A quick 3 from the Owls puts them back into this game.
And Piccolino seems to be the one to go to, doesn't she, Kayla?
Piccolino is 5 for 8 from beyond the arc, and all of her 15 points have been 3-pointers.
Johnson, contested 3, hits it. Tie ball game.
It's almost like she heard me.
Amani Johnson says, Piccolino may be hot, but I got the hot hand in the fourth.
And she is shooting 100% from the 3-point line.
A clean 6 for 6. Bond finds Browerman. Easy 2-point layup.
And with those 2 3-pointers, they have broke the record for threes in a game.
Piccolino, open 3. Yes, answers right back. takes the lead back, 69-68, under 6 to play. Breaks her single game record for most three-pointers made, now 6 of 9. Did it against Georgia Southern last season. Had 5 made threes, now with 6.
And what a game to do it in.
Floater through the heart of the lane. 2 players end up on the floor. No foul call. Pushing the pace. Johnson. Everyone calms down, except for Piccolino. She takes the mid-range jumper high off the board twice.
And you see Stacey Jones looking like Air Jordan out there to go get that rebound. Barely missed it.
Just missed time to jump a little bit. Breland Snipes last one to touch it, coming back the other way for the Ospreys. 69-68, 5:14 left in the fourth quarter. Very impressive job from Amani Johnson, 6 of 6 from beyond the arc, Kaylee.
And that makes it a double-double. She's got 18 points and 10 assists on the day.
Yeah, she leads the way on this team with assists per game in 5.1, doubling that up already. And we still have 5 minutes left to play in this ball game.
She also leads on the defensive side. I know her season high for steals is 7, and we've seen a couple of those from her in the game today.
Piccolino, open court steal. Gets the layup, but falls down. Oh, no. Oh, man. She is down. You can see her knee hit underneath the mat. She is in not a great position right now. A very bittersweet moment right there.
Jillian Piccolino.
Here's the replay. You can see the open court steal, and just showing this one time right there, and her knee just collapses underneath her. Man, that is a tough one to watch. 71-68, 4:53 left in this fourth quarter. Jillian Piccolino down on the court still. And not a very good look right there, but we hope she is okay. Still down on the court, working on that right knee as she kind of just took the shot a little shallow under the rim right there, Kaylee. Just did not land very good on that right knee.
Piccolino is one of the most energetic players on this team, and you can see clearly when she's out on the court that her teammates admire her, so maybe they can use this as fuel going into the last 5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, both teams in the huddle right now. And we will go to break. 71-68, 4:53 left in this ball game. All right, as Piccolino gets off the court, not under her own power, we all hope for the best for her. She scored her 20th point and probably her last point of the evening. 71-68. She gives the Owls a 3-point lead, 4:53 left in this fourth quarter.
She left the court as the leading scorer of this Owls team with 20.
Mackin's working her way up the court. She has had a good first half, but so far shut out in the second right now. Looking to get a good opportunity off, but man, the man-to-man defense for the Owls all over him. The feed down to Bond. Spin. Missed too much on the right-handed layup. Pushing the pace. Whitfield tries to find Snipes. Saves it from out of bounds. Back to Whitfield. What a play by Breland Snipes. A foul called on the floor. Believe Whitfield will get 2 more at the line.
And it was right to Joshua Whitfield, right back to her. Like you said, that was impressive.
Can you believe she was able to save that ball?
No, I can hardly get up the floor of the Burris Building steps, nonetheless get across this court like that.
And another break in play. 71-68 right now, 4:19 left in this ball game. And right now, the second half, a much different ball game than the first. You went into the second half with a lot of threes made. So far, 13 of 20, that's still a lot for KSU, but given that they had most of those in the first half, not a whole lot of offense here in the second, Kaylee.
we're looking more inside the paint, and we're getting a lot more points off of offensive rebounds.
And that last foul was on Mackins, and that was her 5th. She is now out of the game. 13 points she ends up with, 4 of 13 from the field, and she is now disqualified from this ball game. Johnson looking to create. Down the register, splits the defenders, gets her own put back for 2. 73-68, under 4 left to play. The Owls with the lead. What do the Ospreys need to do here, Kaylee?
The Ospreys really need to look for Bond, because that is their go-to girl right there. She's got to create the play on her own. And
you talked about it right there, step back. The Ospreys unable to capitalize. 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. 73-68, 3:30 left. Johnson, contested 3, right corner, yes!
Automatic.
Extends this lead to 8.
And this home team audience loves it.
Summer Evans takes the shot off the foul, fade away from the left side. 2 shots on the way for the freshman from Australia. 10-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes for the Owls. What are they doing right on the offensive end, Kaylee?
Well, honestly,
Summer Evans at the line, the 6-foot freshman from Cairns, Australia. She's started 1 game so far this year, 17 minutes per game, only shoots 37% from the free throw line, but boosts that percentage with 2 makes. So 76-70, 3:15 left in the 4th quarter of play. Now Amani Johnson, who has been a stellar performer on the offensive end, 21 points, 10 assists. A good old double-double.
Coming
for
back
the
down,
point guard.
the Owls are doing a really good job of not rushing the shot. Trying to get the open shot as opposed to the contested one for secure points.
Open court for Jazz Bond. She falls down but gets rid of the ball just in time, said the referee. Evans, baseline drive, picks up her dribble, loses it. Finds Allie Knights. 76-70. The Owls with the lead. Corner 3, Evans, too strong. Whitfield with the rip. The Owls with the 6-point lead now, 2:30 left in the 4th. Let's see what they can get on offense to extend this lead to 3 possessions.
Earlier we talked about how every quarter had felt like the 4th quarter, but these last 2 minutes, I think I've been biting my nails this whole game for both teams.
Whitfield triple team, can't you get rid of it? She does. Jones, hop shot through the middle, off the front iron for 2. 8-point lead now for the Owls, 2 minutes left to play. Kaylee, we are down to the wire here in the Convocation Center. Evans, shot fake, scoop and score to the right.
Earlier we talked about the stakes of this game for both teams are really high.
30 seconds, timeout.
All right, 78-70 now, 78-72, 155, and we have our Hercules strong player of the game right now. It's gotta be Amani Johnson, 21 points, 10 assists. Kaylee, 7 of 7 from beyond the arc. What can you do about that?
Absolutely nothing. I mean, that is unheard of. 7 for 7. That I mean, she's been working on that shot. She's confident in her shot, and I mean, between her and Piccolino, both they know when the shot is time to take.
Yeah, Amani Johnson really just lighting up the scoreboard. You can see her right there. Just oozes confidence. She loves the moving shots off the picks. She's been taking them all year. And right now, a 6-point lead. Can the Owls hold on and get their first conference win on the season? As of right now, they're 0-5. Their last conference game, they played Liberty 60-50. They lost. They held the lead for most of that game up until the 3rd and 4th quarter. Let's see if they can hold on here, Kaylee.
And on the opposite side, the Ospreys are trying to remain #1 in the ASUN Conference.
Whitfield crosses the timeline for Snipes. 1:48 left in this game. 78-72 if you're just now tuning in. This has been one heck of a women's basketball game on a Sunday afternoon. Johnson uses the pick left. She's double teamed. Trying to find some space. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Just dribbling it, finds Jones. 1 second left, gets a shot off, rattles out. Bond touches it last, staying with the Owls.
Out of bounds.
Now, in the first half, we saw the Ospreys rep a zone defense, but in this last quarter, they've been forced to go to a man in order to prevent leading players like Amani Johnson and Whitfield from scoring.
Great point there. You did see the zone earlier in the first game as well. Saw it in the first half of this game. They get out of that, and just like last time, an offensive first half and a defensive second half. But man, what a contest we have here in the Convocation Center. They're going to the monitor, I think, to review this play. To me, it looked as though Jazz Bond got the clear touch out of bounds. I could be wrong. This will be a crucial call. 78-72, 122 left in this ball game once again.
Like you said, with 1:22 left in this game, this call could be the most important one of the game for both teams.
And the story has been three-point shooting. Coming into the second half, we didn't think that a 69% clip was sustainable, and they have held a 66% clip, have the Owls. The ball stays with Kennesaw State. So a quick replay. They go to look at the monitor. They see that Jazz Bond touch that she was falling out of bounds. Owls ball. Can the Owls extend this to 3 possessions? Amani Johnson with the baseline inbound. Fourth quarter. Legister with the handoff. Johnson drives through the middle. Trying to find Legister in the post. They do. She's double teamed. Taken away from the backside. Retta Moore takes that one away off the post entry. 1 minute left. Bounce pass. Feed to Harden. Contact. Gets her own shot back.
The block by Stacey
Second
Jones.
attempt. Second attempt by Harden. She is fouled. Will get shots at the free throw line. She's played 8 games. Only checked, I think this is her second time checking in this game. Only 3 minutes she has checked in for Marissa Mackins, as once again she has fouled out of the game. Harden, the freshman from the ATL.
She's only averaging 12 minutes per game, but she does shoot 66% from the free throw line.
And that percentage takes a small dip, misses the first one. Something you do not want to have late in ball games. A freshman at the free throw line.
The key player right here is going to be able to see who grabs this rebound if she doesn't make it.
Harden, second attempt, launches it up. Gets it to go.
Now
1 minute left.
Now the Ospreys go into a press to hopefully get the ball back.
Whitfield trapped. Sideline, gets it to Snipes, and they break the press. Johnson, skip pass, down to Jones. Gets the two-handed layup.
And that is her 16th point on the night. She is 7 from 10 for field goals.
80-73, under a minute left to play. Can the Owls hold on? Timeout taken by Coach Derek Gibbs. And we will stay with you. Full timeout taken, 80-73, 45 seconds left in this game. And let's look forward to see who they are playing after this game for both teams. North Florida, the Ospreys, January 30th, going to play North Alabama, 3 p.m. Eastern. And for the Owls, they will go on the road to play Bellarmine on the 30th as well. You can see some conference games, Liberty and North Florida. And you see the Kennesaw State schedule at Bellarmine. They play Lipscomb, the February 6th, 7th series, Florida Gulf Coast, and finishing out with Stetson. So, can they get here on the board with a conference win here, Kaylee?
With a 7-point lead with 45 seconds to go, the key is to remain calm. Be confident in your teammates, be confident in your abilities, and you've got to finish out this last 45 seconds like they started out the fourth quarter.
Maybe the most important part of these late game situations are the inbounds plays. Who do you look to find right now? Is it Amani Johnson?
For the outside of the ball, look for Amani Johnson. She's got the 3-point shot, and if you can get those 3 points that give you the extra points, that's going to extend on their lead. But on the opposite side of the floor, you've got to look to Bond. She's got that link. Her hand goes over everybody else, so they've got to get to ball to her in the inbound.
And Bond also 5 of 6 from the free throw line. She's an 82% clip shooter from there. Inbounds play for the Ospreys.
Everybody in the Convocation Center is on their feet.
80-73, 45 seconds left in this ball game. Allie Knights picks up her dribble. Aaron Jones, crossover, step back, 3, short. Stacey Jones with the rebound, and smart freshman right there just keeps the ball understanding that the Ospreys are now in a fouling situation down 7 points.
We're going to see a lot of that within these next 33 seconds.
33 seconds in basketball with fouls to give can be the longest 33 seconds of any human history.
And in yesterday's game, it was quite the opposite. When the Ospreys had the lead, KSU had to continue to foul them in order to be able to get the ball back. So it's really a reversal of roles today.
You're absolutely right. Legister will inbound sideline. Only 3 team fouls for North Florida, so they have some to give there. Another foul.
We'll go right back to where we started.
Yeah, 2 seconds off the clock now, 31.6 left, 80-73, still a 7-point lead. Bond with that foul, her second of the evening. Whitfield, open court, once again, fouled. The redshirt junior from Sumter, South Carolina, has had a very good game. 8 points, 3 of 12, maybe not a tremendous shooting percentage, but she has really gotten on the boards. 8 rebounds, 6 assists. She has been able to make a difference on the opposite end. So the 5th foul going into the bonus.
And Whitfield's made her mark from day 1, too. Her first game for the Owls, she led in scoring and has continued to be consistent across the board. And as a transfer, she does add some older experience to this younger Owls team.
Absolutely. From Winthrop is Joshae Whitfield. The second attempt misses both, but Jones gets the offensive rebound. 24 seconds left, another foul committed by Summa Evans.
The key for the Owls in this next 23 seconds is to make these free throws. You've got to take the free opportunity right here.
And Amani Johnson going to the line for the first time this evening to try and seal what would be the first win for Kennesaw State in the conference. Hits the first. Last night didn't go their way in the fourth quarter. They ended up losing by 10 points. Can they get redemption here in the Convocation Center? Second one rolls out. Missed 3 of their 4. Under 20 seconds left. Summa Evans, left corner, 3, too strong. Just let it go, did Snipes. Falls out of bounds, coming back the Owls' direction. A tremendous heads-up play by Breland Snipes not to go out of bounds and try and touch that basketball. 13 seconds left. 81-73. The Owls have it all but wrapped up here in Kennesaw.
For the Owls right here, they're definitely going to try to get the ball to Amani Johnson consistently since she does have that good free throw shot. However, the Ospreys are going to try to get it to any other player on the court.
Absolutely. This has just been a tremendous game. The first half, like we said, a scoring fest, a very high-scoring game overall, 81-73. 13 seconds left in this ball game. Full timeout taken. And the story has been Amani Johnson. 22 points, the Hercules strong player of the game. 22 points, 7 of 10 from the field, and 7 of 7 from beyond the arc, Kaylee.
Proving why she is the co-captain of this team, because they know they can trust in her every single game to do her job and to always show up and execute.
And here's an interesting stat as well. She has played 40 minutes. Last game out, she also played 40 minutes. She has not come out of the game, Kaylee. That is absolutely insane given the single-site format nowadays. The plays on Saturday night, right back on Sunday, 40 minutes each, 80 minutes in the last 2 days.
And remains to be so high energy all of the time. And she's a huge communicator on this team. She calls the plays, and she is really supportive of her teammates.
We will see what the last 13 seconds has in store. Here on ESPN Plus, Jordan Griffith and Kaylee Mansell here on the last 13 seconds. Maybe Kennesaw State can finish this game out. And it looks like they will not foul and dribble out the clock. Last 7 seconds of this ball game. On the board is Kennesaw State in the conference. The ASUN 1-5 now.
And Owls will secure their first ASUN win against the #1 ranked team in the conference and break their streak. Their last win against North Florida was February 18th of 2017, and that changes today.
They finally get their first conference win. 5-5 on the year, 1 of 5 in the conference now, and North Florida going on the road to North Alabama. They fall 81-73. So for Kaylee Mansell, I'm Jordan Griffith saying so long from Kennesaw, Georgia, where the final score is 81-73.